Hello, my name is Pam Frampton. I am an associate professor at Purdue University Calumet, have been there for about 12 or 13 years after serving in a public school in Indiana for 35 years as a teacher and as a principal. I am happy to be the learning guide for you as we explore school and community relations, EDFA 51600. Welcome to School and Community Relations. This course is designed to give you a keen understanding of how to communicate effectively with the school community and how to work successfully with the diversity of that community. This course is built around two learning modules, as you see on this slide. The first is based on collaboration. Collaboration is not possible unless you are a proficient communicator. So your first major project for this course will be to develop a presentation that demonstrates your communication skills. The second module focuses on responding to the interest and needs of the diverse members of the community. Your second major project in the course will be to develop an anthropological case study of a typical family in today's 21st century schools. You can learn much more about each of these projects in the course syllabus. The rubrics and the due dates are included, as well as a detailed description of the projects. And you can always access the instructor via email or a coach if you have questions. You will be expected to post reviews of the readings assigned with this text. And the PowerPoint in this course will not refer to the readings very much, but will make use of the Balch-Frampton text as a basis for learning. Now let's focus on Learning Module 1, Collaborating with Families and Other Community Members. Please reflect on the quote at the bottom of slide 2. Educators would make schools better places for more children if they thought of what they did in schools as entering relationships. This quote really does emphasize the crucial importance of relationship building, and we'll look more closely at that in future slides. Education has a rich history of collaboration with families and communities. However, collaborations with government and private agencies are a fairly new phenomenon because it rarely occurred until the 20th century. This module will give you an understanding of the reciprocal and dynamic relationship of collaboration in the areas of families, community, resources, partnerships, and communication. As in all best practice models of leadership, diversity will be thoughtfully and intentionally woven into the discussion. First, let's take a look at the new definition of family. Throughout the history of educational systems, parents have been involved with the education of their children. Previously, a stay-at-home parent gave administrators an established support system. The vehicle of parent-teacher organizations was the gateway into the schools. Stay-at-home parents were quite able to form relationships with the teachers, principals, and each other. However, because of economic and social shifts, including the composition and definition of family, the number of stay-at-home parents is on the decline, creating access challenges for parents and family involvement. Today, parent participation in their children's education is very different than it has been in past decades, an issue of access that must be addressed. Within any school community, there are parents who are active and take leadership roles within the schools. This same school community will have parents who seek more limited opportunities to become involved, parents who want no involvement. Effective leaders recognize the differing levels of parent participation, but remain committed to access for all parents, creating capacities for all parents to participate. A caveat, however, must be issued to all future leaders. Families are composed of and defined by many different types of relationships. A single mother, for example, raising children is a family, as is two gay men raising their adopted children. The definition of family may even include a group of caregivers or a growing number of grandparents raising grandchildren. As leaders within the school community, it is not within the province of sound leadership to judge, but it is within the leadership province to respect and to model tolerance toward all families, and to facilitate all families in entering a relationship with the school. Thus, the community itself is strengthened. Historically, administrators want to believe the parental role is to support rules, policies, and actions of the school. However, there is no longer the norm. The era of blind agreement with school leaders is over. Decisions made solely by the once recognized authority, the principal, will be questioned and challenged with immediacy. It now takes all the participants, particularly families, to create and maintain a successful school culture. Using a Vygotsky point of view, school cultures are socially constructed. There are social, cultural, and personal histories that are now brought into the schools. Failure on a leader's part to recognize, transform, and utilize these funds of knowledge will result in a weak and unsuccessful school. Taking this point of view, it is extremely important for school leaders to invite families to school and to simply ask about wants and needs. This means all families, not just the parent-teacher organization members. All parents need to be actively involved in the learning that is happening in the building. Effective leaders allow the parents to use their funds of knowledge, that is, the skills they have developed over the years in their personal and professional lives, to enrich the classroom and the school. Additionally, school leaders now realize that within family and parental relationships there exist two types of paradigms. The first is, we are going to do this to you. And the second is, we are going to do this with you. When leaders listen and families talk, when the goal is to change the school and not the parents, when families share cultural histories and leaders do not recite meaningless objectives, a school becomes dynamic and functional and becomes the I am going to work with you paradigm. However, when leaders talk and families listen, when the goal is to change the parents and guard at all costs the status quo of the school, when leaders promote a laundry list of meaningless objectives and families sit in silence, a school becomes static and dysfunctional. That's the I'm going to do it to you model. Leaders cannot ask parents and families to change to meet the needs of the school. A very simple way of discovering which paradigm is in place is to observe parents at the conclusion of any parent-teacher gathering and ask the question, are the parents running out the door because they just can't get out of the building fast enough? Or are the parents hanging around and talking with each other and the school personnel? Another suggestion might be to ask the parents, not the teachers, if they thought the meeting was successful.